Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 23rd of August, 2022. A day thrown into disarray. And the reason being is because today was Gamescom. Originally, I wasn't going to cover it. I had the times all wrong. I thought that Gamescom was going to do a presentation at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I did not realize it was 11 p.m., or excuse me, 11 a.m. Pacific time. So let me explain. Gamescom is essentially the European version of E3, although admittedly it's not as usually big or doesn't have as much information as an E3 would. Now, obviously, there hasn't been E3 in recent years, but Gamescom has had digital versions of their event. Jeff Keighley was hosting it this year in person, teasing a large 2-hour stage show. Okay, so I was under the impression it wasn't going to start till at least 2 p.m. my time, and I was like, you know what? It just wouldn't be worth it to do it, because at this point we'll be playing the new release, Saints Row, and I'd rather be focusing in on the new release than do this Gamescom coverage, so we'll just skip it and see what new information comes out of it, and, we'll talk about it later. Well, guess what? Number one, I'm not playing the new Saints Row anymore because it sucks ass. Everyone is skipping it, saying it's awful. And number two, I had the times wrong anyway. So, on the fly today, I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's cover Gamescom. So I did a live react to Gamescom this morning starting at 11 a.m. Yes, the show lasted 2 hours, so it's 2 parts. And there was a lot of interesting news, although some of it is just kind of early news on games in development and not too much solid information. Some games had some solid information. So we will talk about all of that tomorrow on the podcast. Incidentally, there was no podcast today. How was I going to do a podcast if we did a 2-hour react and then we were going to go into gameplay? So you can watch my react to the Gamescom opening night live right here on the channel, 2 parts. And then I did about 2.5 hours of the original Saints Row gameplay. What do I have to say about it after the first 2.5 hours? Seems pretty solid. There's no way to manually aim with left trigger, but so far the gunplay is fine. The gameplay elements work. There's a good variety. The graphics are not half bad for a 16-year-old game. I'm enjoying myself. So I hope you'll continue to watch. But I will say this. Both the Gamescom videos and the Saints Row videos got claimed on YouTube. The Saints Row videos are going to continue to get claimed on YouTube for the music. If you're watching that playthrough on demand, if you could do anything to help out, liking the videos, leaving comments, doing a super thanks on a video, which helps, or look at the description of the video, become a member, or leave a tip, that stuff helps. I'm making absolutely zero on those YouTube videos, and since this is going to be a playthrough, it'd be great if you could support in other ways, much like with Batman and some of the other recent playthroughs. Okay? Thank you for that. Now, tonight, Multiverses had a new character release, MORTY. I unlocked him with 3,000 coins. I tried him out. At first, I was a little confused. After a while, I kind of got him down. He's a hybrid. MORTY has range attacks with his guns and grenades that can actually chain and cause chain reactions on the screen, which is great for ranged attacks and for keeping people off the edges when they're trying to recover from a fall. But he also has some pretty interesting Smash-style attacks. Down and X is a big, giant, roided arm that goes down and will bounce them off the ground. And he also has a side combo where you can charge a spinning hammer that can hit for multiple hits and knock them back. He's pretty versatile and interesting. At first, I didn't like him as much. Then, when I started learning more, I was like, okay, I actually like him, I think. So, I like the character. I actually played with him all night long. 2 straight hours of MORTY. Pretty good. Now, support today was not bad. Wasn't great. We did not hit a tier 2 tip skull, but we did hit the tier 1 tip skull on both streams. So between the two streams, it wasn't a bad day. Luckily, that didn't spill everywhere. Between the 2 streams, it wasn't a half bad day, but this now is 5 straight streams where we did not hit a hat support goal. Actually, it might be 6. I don't even think we did it for the Final Fantasy stream. I could be wrong, but yeah, we haven't hit that tier 2 tips goal in a while. So here we are. It would be great if tomorrow, I am still here for 2 more streaming days. It would be great if you could swing by tomorrow and support the streams. Even if you can't stick around, it would be great to hit some of these goals because right now we just haven't been hitting them in days, okay? Again, why? No new releases. The Saints Row game's supposed to be new, and it's a dud, right? So what do you think was going to happen? All right, so tomorrow, what are we doing? More Saints Row on the main stream, and then the late stream is going to be trying out a new indie game. It's called Midnight Fight Express. It's from a one-man dev team. Only one person working on this game. Looks pretty unique. It's on Game Pass. I'm going to give it a shot. If it's good, cool, I'm going to play it. If not, we don't ever have to play it again, but I figure for variety's sake, that's what we should do. There is one more streaming day this week, Thursday. I am here on Thursday, and we'll either be doing the last session of Madden or more Saints Row that day, and then more Multiverses Thursday night, okay? Thank you, guys. Great streaming day today. The podcast returns tomorrow with some Gamescom summary. Please have a good night. See you then, and peace out.